Outline of biology. So we're going to get some introduction into biology. In chemistry, all the study revolves around the atom. Pretty much we learn everything about the atom in chemistry, from the structure to the naming to bond and the equations. So everything in chemistry we learn about revolves around the atom. Biology, on the other hand, is a little bit different. So, in biology, first you need to know the outline. You have an idea of where you're at. In biology, it's called the level of organizations. That's the outline in biology. By having an idea of the outline, give us a better information. And first, we start off with the atom and elements. So if you would like to build a city, that's pretty much kind of like the sand and the mud. So the sand and the mud is, you start off with that, and you put them together, you have this whole chunk becomes the cement and the brick. So it's just like the atom and element. We put those together, we get these large molecules called macromolecules. And again, when you put the brick and cement together, you create a building structure inside your city. So you have a lot of building structures. That's just like the macromolecules. You take a bunch of those things, put them together, and you get yourself a cell organelle called the organelles. And you put those together, you're finally a cell. So all your building structure together, you created a city. And then when you have more than one city, that's a state. So a bunch of cells together becomes tissues. And again, as you can see the pattern, after that, a bunch of tissue put together is an organ, like the heart, the lung, and the liver. These things, when you start putting them together, you're going to have more than just the organ, like an organ system, the heart and the lung working together. That's the respiratory system. There's all the digestive system. There's a lot of system in the body. And when you have all those systems put together, you create an organism, one individual species, like a human or a cat. And then when you have a group of the same species, like they're all deer, then you have a population, or a population of lions, or the human population. When you have a mix-up population, then we have a community, like cats and dogs and birds. Now, when you have a bunch of things in a community that is living plus the non-living stuff like wind and water, we have an ecosystem. And when you have a bunch of ecosystem around the world, you have a biosphere, also known as Earth. So this whole section right here, the study of life, from the smallest to the largest thing, that is biology. And if you want to learn anything about beyond that of the biosphere, you have astronomy, the study of the stars. And if you're interested in learning much about the human body, that's anatomy. And then again, we go back to, if you learn anything about atom, and to the left of this table is chemistry. Now biology is divided into E and M. That's ecological and molecular. Most of your time you're going to spend in the molecular section. Can get a little bit confusing because it's not something that's easy to see. And the other time you're going to spend time in the ecological section. These are more fun stuff because you can see them, you interact with them. Okay, the frog and the princess. There was an evil frog. Go away, he said. A fairy approached the frog. Avoid it forever. When will I meet my princess? In a few days, you'll meet a beautiful girl who wants to know everything about you. Good, because I hate waiting. A few days later, when the frog woke up, he saw many beautiful girls looking at him. Oh yes, that's more like it. Now which one's my princess? Then a voice in the back. Alright class, settle down. I'm Mr. Doe, and I'll be your biology teacher.